Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. I'm Solo, and you're watching Solo Mike Media. Changing the game with Solo Mike Media, where we talk about sports, life, and what's trending. Now, we're going to get straight into it today with these Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. The Cleveland Browns. Oh, my goodness. Man, I feel so bad for the fans for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, you're talking about some of the most loyal fans in the National Football League, and they deserve so much better. So much better. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Um, just to bring you guys up to speed, the head coach, Stefanski, recently announced that he's not going to make a quarterback change for the Browns in week 3 when they face the Green Bay Packers. We're talking about the best football team in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers. The Cleveland Browns have yet to put up 18 points in an NFL game in the first 2 games of the season. They have yet to score 18 points. And Coach Stefanski is an offensive minded coach. He comes from the Minnesota Vikings. He worked his way up through the ranks at Minnesota. He was there for about 14, 15, 16 years. Was last position held, was an offensive coordinator. And his offense right now cannot score 18 points. Ridiculous. And this guy, I don't pocket watch, but he makes millions of dollars a year. Offensive minded coach with a lot of experience, 2-time coach of the year. And his team is 0-2. They have a brutal schedule ahead. The Packers. Of course, they have to play the Ravens, the Bills, the Lions, the Steelers. Like, they have a brutal schedule for 2025. And his offense can't even put up 18 points. Make that make sense. An offensive minded coach, right? He has a 40-year-old quarterback who's practically done, right? I mean, this is his second stint with the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco, and it is what it is, bro. It's a wrap for Joe Flacco. He had a great run with the Ravens. It's a wrap. He's 40 years old. This doesn't make any sense how Coach Stefanski still has his job as a head coach for the Cleveland Browns. I can't understand that. I can't wrap my head around this. It doesn't make any sense. These guys have these guys are experienced, right? I mean, football, NFL experience, coaching experience, and he don't think he need to make a change at quarterback. 0-2. You play the Green Bay Packers this upcoming Sunday. Then you play the Detroit Lions. You got to play the Ravens. You got to play the Bengals, the Steelers, the Bills. This this is crazy. This is ludicrous, man. Like, come on, man. Make this make sense. Like I say, the fans suffer, right? The fans suffer because it's ridiculous, man. And then you have the general manager, Andrew Berry. Seems like a very, very sharp guy. Um, After Stefanski made those comments that he wasn't going to make a change at quarterback, Andrew Berry, being the general manager, should have fired him immediately. Period. Immediate. He should have got it. He should have got his ass out of there. I mean, what does that say about Stefanski's decision making? If he chooses to keep Joe Flacco as his starting quarterback, let's unpack all of this, man. They have 2 rookie quarterbacks on the roster. 2. They drafted 2 quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders. Why aren't you giving those guys a shot? They're younger. They're more athletic. Their legs are fresh. They haven't been injured for 14, 15, 16 years playing in the NFL. They're eager to prove themselves, to show you guys you drafted the right guy. It don't make any sense, man. I don't understand how this guy is still a head coach for the Cleveland Browns. I don't care about his two-time Coach of the Year awards. I don't care. And who else? You know who else doesn't care? The fans. The fans don't care. The fans care about winning. The Cleveland Browns went 3-14 last year, and by the look of their schedule for 2025, they're probably going to go 3-14 again. That looks about right. Because only teams I see them probably beating this year is probably the Jets, the Titans, maybe the Dolphins, maybe because Tua, he shows up sometimes. This is a brutal schedule, man. Packers this weekend, Lions, Vikings, Steelers. Then you have the Ravens, you have the Raiders, you have the 49ers, you have the Steelers again, you have the Bengals. It's a brutal schedule. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Um, Stevie Wonder could see that you need to make a damn change at quarterback. He could see that. But this offensive minded coach, Stefanski, cannot see that. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I don't see how these guys, Stefanski and Andrew Berry, can, you know, keep their jobs at the end of the season after going another 3-14 or 5-12 or even 6-11. I just don't see it. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, this organization, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. And just bring and let's talk about the flip side, right? Baker Mayfield, he's cooking in Tampa. Two-time Pro Bowler, two division titles, 2-0. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-0. The only team the Buccaneers have to worry about right now is the Atlanta Falcons. That's it. That's it. But the Browns didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay Baker Mayfield. They didn't think he was the long term deal. They didn't think he was the guy, right? The owner made the decision to go with Deshaun Watson, and that was a horrible decision. We talking about practically $250 million guaranteed to Deshaun Watson. This guy has had injury after injury after injury. I don't believe he ever touched the field as a Cleveland Brown. I don't. I don't. It's so messed up because this is not a hard decision, man. This is easy. Easy, man. This is an easy decision. But Coach Stefanski, he makes it hard. He makes it hard. It's ridiculous, man. If they get blown out, if the Cleveland Browns get blown out this Sunday by the Green Bay Packers, like they did this past Sunday against the Ravens, Coach Stefanski will get fired, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Enough is enough, man. And back to Baker Mayfield, two-time Pro Bowler, two division titles with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They appreciate him. He's an elite quarterback. He's in my top 10. You guys see how he played Sunday? All that grit, toughness, those throws he made. This is ridiculous, man. And this guy won a playoff game for the Cleveland Browns in 2020. They haven't. The last time they won a playoff game was like 1994. We talking 25 years, 26 years since they won a playoff game. When Baker Mayfield took them to the playoffs and won, and then they let him go. They didn't want to pay him. And look where they are right now. But they're smart guys, right? They make millions of dollars a year. Ridiculous, man. Shout out to Baker Mayfield on his success with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This guy he's been through a lot of adversity. You know, he's been, you know, he's been showing up in big moments, showing that he's the right guy for the job, leading his team, 2 division titles. The only threat to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now is Atlanta Falcons. Let's just be honest. The Saints are garbage. The Panthers are garbage. So no new news there. So it's going to be it's a 2-team battle right now with the Bucks and the Falcons for the division. It's a 2-team battle, and until the Saints draft a franchise quarterback, they're going to be in that same situation. As far as the Panthers go, this is a make or break season for the Panthers quarterback, Bryce Young. It's a make or break season. He's in his 3rd year. Him and Anthony Richardson. They got drafted the same year, um, along with C.J. Stroud. Um, if the Panthers have a losing season, or if they don't make the playoffs, he's going to get traded. Bryce Young is going to get traded. That's a fact. And as far as the Colts go, with Anthony Richardson, it's over. It's over. Daniel Jones is 2-0. He's playing very well. Um, it's a wrap. The guy has been inconsistent. He's been injured a lot. Um, they're going to move in a different direction. It's a wrap. These Cleveland Browns, man, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's like how can you continue to make these type of decisions as a head coach, man? And then you have these post game conferences, these press conferences. You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything like a value, man. It's like it's empty. Oh, we got to play better. Oh, we got to play as a team. We lose as a team. We win as a team. He doesn't really say anything. And this is an offensive minded coach. And he was stable with the Vikings. This is his only the Cleveland Browns is his second stop um, in the NFL. So he hasn't like bounced around a lot of different teams. His previous team was the Minnesota Vikings. He was there 14, 15 years or so, worked his way up to offensive coordinator, worked with Kirk Cousins, I believe. So, the guy has, his resume, he has stability there, but it's time to move on in a different direction. The fans, it's all about the fans, man. And if you have to win games, man. This guy is crazy, man. 3-14 last year. They got some. They got. I think they have 2 draft picks in the first round, 2026. Um, I don't see them winning more than 3 games if they keep Joe Flacco as a starting quarterback. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Don't see it, man. And then these guys have Miles Garrett, who's not even 30 years old yet. This guy could retire right now and be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a monster. The best player on the team, the leader of the team. Drafted number one overall 2017. A beast. And just wasting his prime, bro. How do you waste this guy's prime like this? Players like Miles Garrett don't come around every year, every 2 or 3 years. This guy is a wrecker, man. Um, he changes the game. He already has like 3.5 sacks. He's leading the league in sacks right now. 3.5 sacks. He's making a case for another defensive player of the year. And you're just gonna waste his talent, waste his prime. Don't make any damn sense, man. How can they continue to carry on like this? These two guys, man. Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski. Ken Carmen made a comment on his show. At the end of the year, you'll be looking at a new head coach and a new GM. And that's pretty much the way it's looking right now. And I mean, like, you would think Stefanski will be trying to come up with ways to save his job and turn the season around and get some new energy, get some new blood, get some new leadership. Make adjustments. No, no, he don't want to make adjustments. No, he wants to stick with Joe. Yeah, 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who's what, played for 6 different teams now. He's not the same Joe Flacco anymore. I don't know where these teams are getting this notion that every NFL quarterback can play past 40. No, at a high level. No. Just because Tom Brady did it doesn't mean everyone can do it. Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's an exception to the rule. Playing at a high level in a National Football League past 40 is unheard of. Is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. But that's not something you just see all the time. And this guy here, Coach Stefanski, has 2 rookie quarterbacks on his roster. Young guys, hungry, eager to win, eager to prove themselves, and more athletic, more mobile. Uh, Dylan Gabriel has a quick arm release. Um, Shadur Sanders, well, I believe both of them have a quick processor, and you don't see what you can do with these two guys. You don't try to put these guys in. You're 0-2, and you play the Green Bay Packers next week. The best damn team in the NFL, and you don't think you need to make a change at the quarterback position. You damn idiot. Like I said, man, the fans, man, you know, the Cleveland Browns have, the organization's been around for forever, man. I mean, forever, you know, and it's jacked up, man. The way this team has been conducting their NFL business over the last, what, 30 plus years now. It's horrendous, man. It's sad, man. It's jacked up, man. Like you can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Pure insanity. It's 2025. I can't even remember the name of that quarterback they drafted. What was the name of the guy? Let me see. This guy was damn, what's his name? Here it is, right here. Okay, let's go back in time for a little bit. Okay. Let's go back in time for a little bit. 2012, the Cleveland Browns drafted Brandon Whedon. This guy was damn near 30 years old. They drafted him in the first round. No longer there. And then they drafted Johnny Manziel, 2014, first round. A lot of buzz. Um, he was a Heisman winner. Very popular in college, Texas A&M. Everything was looking like it was going to change. It was going to turn around for the Cleveland Browns, for the organization, for the fans. He's no longer there. Then in 2018, they had the number one overall pick, and they drafted Baker Mayfield, also a Heisman winner. Went to Oklahoma. In 2020, he took them to the playoffs. He led them to the playoffs. Not only did he lead them to the playoffs, um, he won a playoff game. They cut him. They released him. Whatever. They mutually decided to go their separate ways. And here we are, 2025. They got a 40-year-old Joe Flacco. How in the hell can they continue to go on like this? How? In the famous words of someone before, how, Sway? How? How can you guys continue to let this go on? Year after year, man. Year after year, man. Decade after decade. 2025, bro. How, Sway? How? This don't make any damn sense, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You have pretty good guys on defense. Denzel Ward, Miles Garrett, some other guys. Um, you picked up Jerry Judy as a receiver. I mean, you had Nick Chubb. I mean, I know he had some injuries his last year or two with the Browns, but when he was healthy, man, he was a top five running back. But these guys didn't believe in Baker. They didn't believe in Baker Mayfield. He wasn't shiny enough. That's what it was. They didn't believe in him. Ridiculous, man. Take a quick break. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Like I said, I'm solo, and you're watching Solo Mike Media. All right, we're gonna jump right into the post-fight analysis for Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Let's get into it. Man, congratulations to the GOAT, Terrence Crawford, Bud from Nebraska. Congratulations, Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Masterful performance. I mean, he put on a clinic. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I did have him. I had him winning. I had him winning by decision. I didn't see him stopping Canelo. Canelo has never been stopped in his career, and I was looking at the fact that he's fought some light heavyweights. They didn't stop him. He's fought Floyd, et cetera, et cetera. He's never been stopped in his career, and Terrence Crawford moving up 2 weight classes. I didn't see him being able to stop Canelo, but I did have him winning the decision. Hell of a fight, man. Like I say, masterful performance. Terrence Crawford is a technician, and you know Canelo is that's Canelo, the first undisputed super middleweight champion in the four belt era. Canelo Alvarez, he's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. But Terrence Crawford is just way better. Um, Terrence Crawford is now a 3-time undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes. It's never been done before by a male fighter. This guy was at 147. He had one fight at 154 last year. He won the title against Madrimov, and then he moved up 2 more weight classes to challenge Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. And he did not disappoint. I mean, he made Canelo Alvarez look like a regular boxer, quite frankly. I mean, the footwork, using his jab. He fought him inside the booth, the phone booth. I mean, he did things that people say he wasn't able to do. People were saying that, hey, um, how he's gonna be able to take Canelo's power, moving up 2 more weight classes. Didn't bother him one bit. He took those shots. He ate them. I saw it with my own eyes on Netflix, like everyone else did. And guess what else? Canelo had to take his power, and Canelo respected his power because Terrence was throwing some big shots. I mean, like I said, he fought him in the phone booth. He outmatched him in everything. I mean, Terrence Crawford showed a lot of great footwork, getting different angles on Canelo because Canelo his footwork is not the best, and he's kind of one dimensional, right? He's looking for that big shot, and he was catching Canelo at different angles, moving around, popping him, pop, hitting him with the combinations. Um, just he got outclassed, he got outfought, he got outsmarted by a superior fighter. Terrence Crawford, man, pound for pound now, number one in the world. It's undisputed. No pun intended. This guy is the truth, man. From Omaha, Nebraska. Terrence Bud Crawford. Salute, man. Um, this guy has been putting in work for years. Has been putting in work for years, man. Um, we talking about a 5 division world champion now. Undisputed at super middleweight. Undisputed at 147. I mean, this guy, I mean, man, top 5 all time. I mean, let's just keep it real. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. This guy put on a clinic, man. A hell of a fight in Las Vegas. A record-breaking crowd. Over 70,000 people attended the fight. Over 40 million people watched the fight on Netflix. That was also a record for the most people to watch a championship fight. Man, just awesome, bro. He's Terrence Crawford just really exemplifies, what hard work and determination, what that comes out to. What's the end result? Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the end result right there. This guy is phenomenal, man. It's been a pleasure to watch him. I don't know, he was asked whether or not would that be his last fight. He said he was going to talk to his team and go over and talk with his family, and he would make a decision, soon. Me personally, uh, I strongly believe. Not believe. I like for great athletes to always go out on top, right? He's about to be 38 in 2 weeks. This was a hell of a way to finish his career, man. This is the perfect way, man, to ride off in the sunset. You know, becoming the new undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, beating Canelo Alvarez, and he dominated. He dominated the fight. Facts. It was not a close fight, and around I think around 9-10, the ninth to 10th round, man, he may have could have stopped Canelo if he would have applied more pressure, because those shots were affecting Canelo. That was very obvious, very evident that Terrence power was affecting Canelo. You saw that. Um, just a hell of a fight, man. I was, everyone was looking forward to this fight. It's a super fight. It did not disappoint. Um, I'm just glad it was on Netflix. It was easy to watch, and I can, it worked out beautifully. Um, Terrence Crawford is that dude, man. He's that dude. You know, um, the best fighter of this era. Man, Usyk is so good, man. It's between, in my opinion, man, it's between him and Usyk, man. Those two guys are just different, man. Those are just two different guys, man. Um, Shout out to Canelo Alvarez, man, for taking the fight, for putting his belts on the line. He did not have to take the fight, so big shout out to him. Big respect to Canelo Alvarez, man. Um, Hell of a fighter, Hall of Famer. I mean, look at his resume. He's only lost 3 fights, and that's to Floyd Mayweather, the greatest fighter of all time, Bivol, one of the most elite fighters currently, pound for pound elite. He's in my top 5, pound for pound. And Terrence Crawford, arguably the top 5 fighter of all time. So big respect, big shout out to Canelo Alvarez, man. Um, great sportsmanship he displayed. So man, it was great for boxing. Big deal for boxing. These two guys, they put on for the sport of boxing, man, and we'll be forever grateful as fans. Hell of a fight. People came out to support both of these guys. I will say this though, I watched a lot of the videos on YouTube, and I'll say majority of the former and current fighters, and we're talking champions, right? I say the majority had Crawford winning. I say about 70-30. they had Crawford winning the fight. And like I said, I had Crawford winning the fight as well. So just an awesome fight, man. I'm just glad for the state of boxing and the direction that it's currently going. Turkey's doing a hell of a job. Definitely appreciate him, the great things that he's doing for boxing. And man, it was awesome, bro. It was awesome. Um, I don't know what the future holds for these two guys. I'm sure they'll keep us up to date. As far as Canelo, as far as either one, Canelo Crawford, these guys can, they can do what they want to do. They've accomplished a lot in boxing. They both done a great deal for the sport of boxing. So these guys, whatever they want to do, is their decision. You know, you know, um, big ups to them and their future endeavors or the next fight. So we appreciate it as fans. You guys showed out. Y'all came. Saturday night, Las Vegas put on a hell of a show, and we as fans, we definitely appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for today. I appreciate you guys joining me on this stream. I need to get more consistent with my streams, and I do plan on streaming more consistently. I appreciate you guys watching my streams, my clips. I appreciate the support, and I don't really have a schedule right now, so just be on the lookout for my next streams. Once again, I'm Solo, and you're watching Solo Mike Media. Peace.